Those wild claims in Rebel Wilson's new book. Any clues as to who might be implicated and whether we can take them either face value or is there any truth in them?
Well, look, I think first things first, this book has had many salacious claims in it that have found themselves in the headlines, and this is the latest one of them. And it certainly doesn't help when it comes to book sales. But Rebel Wilson, in her new book, Rebel Rising, talks about a member of the British royal family who was 15th to 20th, she said, in line to the British throne, who invited her through a friend to a party at the home of a US tech billionaire at a ranch just outside Los Angeles. It was medieval themed, and apparently the royal said they needed to get more girls there. Rebel Wilson went along. She thought this would be a great experience. She turned up at the party and she realized it was a little more than she'd anticipated. She talked about how at about 2 o'clock in the morning, a plate of what she thought was sweets was being passed around, and she realized that it was drugs. And she was told the drugs come out around this time, and this is when the orgy usually gets underway. And she quickly scarpered, deciding that it wasn't her kind of party. She doesn't name the royal, apart from to say 15th or 20th in line to the throne. She's very vague about it. It is a mystery. I think it's unclear whether or not she really knew exactly who that person was or the position they're in. I don't think it's hugely damaging to the royals. It is kind of tittle tattle, and as I said, it's certainly there to help sell books.
Now, the palace may not have addressed that particular question today, but one thing we do know is that we received a brand new picture of Prince Louis today. I'm assuming it must be his birthday.
It is. It's his 6th birthday today, James, and they made us wait for it. Normally, the tradition would be that the Prince and Princess of Wales, through Kensington Palace, would release a photograph the night before under embargo so that all the newspapers can run with it on their front pages the next day. Today, that didn't happen, but around about lunchtime, they did release on their own social media account this picture of Louis. It was taken, we're told, at Windsor by the Princess of Wales herself in the last few days. And no, it hasn't had any editing, they assure us. Of course, this photo coming in the wake of the photo manipulation furore after the Mother's Day photograph taken by the Princess of Wales. And I think that will have been the forefront of their minds when they were deciding whether or not to release a photo and how they should do that. They haven't gone through the picture agencies, they've just put it out there themselves. I also understand that there was some discussion as to whether they should release a photograph. Of course, they had pleaded for privacy for the sake of their family after the Princess of Wales's cancer diagnosis, and they weren't sure whether then, having asked for that, they should still release a photograph. But they did so as a gesture to say thank you to the public for all of their good wishes for Louis on his birthday.